ng may allergy, meron pa rin chance, 20 to 40% na magkaka-allergy tayo. Pero kahit walang allergy ang ating nanay o tatay, may 15% pa rin chance na magkaroon tayo ng allergy dahil sa mga exposure natin sa environment. Okay? So ano ba itong tinatawag na atopic march? Dahil na ang allergy ay genetic o namamana, baby pa lang, pwede na magkaroon ng atopic dermatitis. Yung iba tinatawag na skin asthma, pero ayaw natin tawagin skin asthma yan. More of atopic dermatitis. Nagsisimula pa lang yan, baby pa lang, tapos nagkakaroon tayo ng food allergy, nagde-develop pagdating ng mga 1 year old, 2 years old. At habang lumalaki, nagkakaroon ng allergic asthma, at later on, allergic rhinitis. Mapapansin natin ang yung atopic dermatitis and food allergy, nawawala yan habang lumalaki tayo. Pero habang pagtanda, nagpo-persist ang asthma at allergic rhinitis. Kaya chronic na sakit ito na dapat maggamot ng tama. Next slide. So ayan, atopic dermatitis. Ano ba ito? Usually nakikita ito sa mga babies, 60% develop before 1 year of age. Usually sa mga mukha yan, sa kamay, sa legs. Chronic relapsing skin condition. Ibig sabihin, matagalan, paulit-ulit, gagaling, babalik na naman, depende kung anong cause. At kadalasan, very dry yung skin. Dry na, makati pa. Kaya yung bata, irritable. Tapos may family and personal history of allergy at age-specific location of rashes. Yan, makikita natin yan sa next slide. So, saan usually ang mga lokasyon ng rashes? Pag baby pa lang o bata, sa mukha at saka sa mga leeg at sa extensor involvement. So, extensor yan yung mga siko, tuhod, at ankle. Adults, flexural involvement. Yan yung dito, tsaka yan, yung alak-alakan, likod ng tuhod. Pero pwede rin buong katawan magkaroon ng rashes. So ano yung mga causes, sanhi ng atopic dermatitis? Marami, multifactorial. Unang-una, genetics, hereditary, like yung sinasabi natin kanina. Pero kadalasan din environmental factors. So meron dyan yung mga soap, detergent, especially kung matapang, makeup, cosmetics, clothing, yung mga maiinit at makakating tela. Very itchy yan sa balat ng taong may atopic dermatitis. Yung jewelry, nakaka-irritate sa balat. Ang pawis o init, temperature change, sobrang init, sobrang lamig, pwedeng mag-trigger ang atopic dermatitis. Kahit yung stress na pag mag-e-exam o meron tayong deadlines, nagsusumpong yung mga rashes natin. At of course, yung allergen. Diyan pumapasok yung mga food, animal danders, alikabok, etc. Bakit nagkakaganon? Ano ba yung mali sa balat natin? Merong defective protein sa balat, yung tinatawag na filaggrin na in-charge sa hydration ng ating balat. Kulang yung filaggrin o defective yung filaggrin natin sa skin, kaya nagkakaroon ng rashes or atopic dermatitis. So paano malalaman kung may atopic dermatitis? Siyempre, mahalaga yung history, tatanungin sa inyo ng doktor yung paano nagsimula, ano nangyari, physical examination, examine kayo ng doktor, at of course yung allergy skin test para malaman specifically kung ano yung cause ng allergy. I-discuss yan later ni Dr. Rivera and Dr. Pahuko. So paano gamutin ang atopic dermatitis? Sa bahay may mga home remedies tayo, gaya ng paggamit ng mild soap, yung walang mga amoy, walang mga kulay, very mild soap, moisturizer, pag maliligo, lukewarm lang o maligamgam, gumamit ng emollient o pagkatapos maligo, gumamit ng mga cotton fabric for clothing, yung presko lang, cotton na hindi yung makati sa katawan. Pwede uminom ng antihistamine para hindi mangate kasi ang pagkamot, lalong kakapal yung balat at magsusugat. Palagi dapat presko yung bata. Minsan nagkakaroon ng mga infection, kakakamot, nagsusugat, kaya dapat gamutin ang infection, i-avoid ang known triggers. So kung alam natin na itong pagkain to nakaka-trigger ng atopic dermatitis, iiwasan na natin yon. At of course, kumonsulta sa board-certified na allergy. Kaya punta naman tayo sa urticaria o tagulabay o tinatawag na hives, ma'am. Yan ang itsura ng hives. Mga pantal-pantal, anywhere in the body. So yan ang urticaria or tagulabay, appearance of hives, or angioedema swelling. Hindi lang pantal, pwedeng mamaga ang mata, ang labi, ang mga daliri, at ang pinakamalala, pwedeng mamaga ang airway. Pero di-discuss yan ni Dr. Aguahong. So ang urticaria pwedeng acute, ibig sabihin less than 6 weeks na pabalik-balik ang pantal, or pwedeng chronic, more than 6 weeks. Yung iba, inaabot ng taon pag pabalik-balik ang pantal. So ano ang mga causes ng urticaria? Pwedeng magkain sa bata. Ang pinaka-common, egg, milk, soy, peanut, at wheat. At sa mga adults naman, seafoods, fish, nuts, and peanuts. Pwede rin mga gamot, antibiotic, o yung mga pain relievers na tinatawag, mga kagat ng insekto, especially yung bees, yung bubuyog, tsaka yung wasp, contact allergy sa latex, yung mga gloves, pollen, mga halaman, animal saliva, and caterpillar. Yung mga infection natin, viral infection, bacterial infection, pwede mag-cause din ng hives yan. Tapos physical urticaria, cold, pressure, solar, ibig sabihin, may mga iba, pag nainitan, nagpapantal. Pag nalamigan, namamartal. Pag uminom ng tubig na malamig, nangangapal yung labi, may mga ganon. Although bihira, pero may ganon. At kailangan gamutin. At of course, idiopathic, ibig sabihin walang cause, pantal lang ng pantal. At ganon, nakamilain lang sila ng gamot. So, paano natin malalaman kung anong cause ng urticaria? Siyempre, ganun pa rin, history. Mahabang history yan kasi talagang uungkatin mo kung saan na-expose yung pasyente. Physical examination. Of course, allergy skin test pa rin. At more laboratory tests. Kasi ang urticaria, maraming dahilan yan, hindi lang allergy. Baka may iba pang sakit na nagkakos ng urticaria. Of course, treatment, avoidance of triggers. Kung alam nyo na kung ano nagkakos niyan, avoid natin. Antihistamine para hindi magkate. Topical itch cream, yung lang nilalagay dun sa pantal. Corticosteroids kung grabe ang urticaria at swelling. Epinephrine kung umabot na sa anaphylaxis. At of course, gamutin kung ano man yung nagkakos ng urticaria. At syempre, kumonsulta sa iyong friendly allergist. Okay? So kung may mga tanong kayo, mamaya sa open forum. So isa sa mga causes ng urticaria na banggit ko kanina ay food, pagkain. So to talk about more on food allergy, tatawagin ko si Dr. Michelle De Vera.
Good morning po everyone. Ako po si Dr. Michelle. Kasama po ako ng grupo ng mga allergy doctors sa Medical City. Maraming salamat po that you're joining us this morning. I'm sure excited kayong malaman ang sinasabi, hipon. Parati na lang sinasabing chicken. Kawawa naman si chicken, parati na lang siya may kasalanan ng lahat ng bagay. Di na nga siya kasali pa rin siya. So today, titingnan natin kung talaga bang allergic kayo sa mga food na ito. So, ang food allergy, ang ibig lang naman sabihin, is any reaction na nangyayari sa inyo pag kinain niyo yung food na yon. So specific siya sa pagkain, hindi siya pang lahat na pagkain. May tinatawag pong yung totoong food allergy, meaning immunologic, may kinalaman yung immune system ninyo. Hindi mo ibig sabihin mahina yung immune system nyo ha, hindi yung totoo. Iba sasabihin nila, naku, nag-allergy ako ngayon kasi humina yung resistensya ko. Yun, hindi yung totoo. Yung immune system nyo, gaya ng sabi ni Dr. Kay, it's because yung immune system nyo OA. Ang arte-arte niya, pati man yung mga bagay na hindi niya kailangan mag-respond, nagre-respond siya, right? So, ang food lang siya. Pero dahil ang immune system nyo, nung ginawa kayo sa mundong ito, allergic kayo, nagre-react siya. So, ibig sabihin nun, yung immune system nyo involved. Mayroong response, may antibody, mayroong mga ibang cells, na lumalaban dun sa food na yon. Meron din yung tinatawag na food intolerance. Pag sinabing food intolerance, ibig sabihin, maraming mekanismo Pwedeng dahil hindi nyo ma-digest ang milk. Diba? Lactose intolerant yon. Diba? Ang kwento nun, pag uminom kayo ng milk, parang feeling bloated kayo. Diba? Pag na-diarrhea kayo, o feeling nyo, burp kayo ng burp, mga ganon. May mga tao rin po, mayroong ibang intolerances. For example, sasabihin ng ibang tao, Dok, pag uminom ako ng coffee, kape, tug-tug-tug-tug-tug-tug, allergy, ibig lang sabihin, mas sensitive kayo dun sa bagay na yon, diba? So pag sinabing allergy, dapat yung immune system nyo, yun ang nagre-react. Kaya kayo nagkaka-symptoms. So yun, pag sinabing food allergy, yun ang ibig sabihin. So gaya ng nasabi na kanina, kahit naman anong pagkain, pwede tayo ma-allergy. Pero syempre, mayroong mga pinaka-common. So, ang mga pinaka-common ay eggs, milk, wheat, soy, peanuts, tree nuts. Ang peanuts ay hindi mani. Ay, mani, pero hindi ka mag-anak ng ibang mani. Diba yung ibang nuts? Kasi ang tawag sa kanila, tree nuts. So, yun ay mga almond, walnut, kasoy, ano pa ba? Ano pang naisip nyo? Pistachio, macadamia, mga ganyan-ganyan, Brazil nut, mga ganyan. Ang tawag dun sa lahat ng yun, tree nuts. Si peanut, hindi siya kamag-anak nun. Kaya minsan, di ba napapansin nyo, ba't ako allergic sa peanut, pero hindi ako allergic sa almond? Di ba? Kasi hindi sila magkakamag-anak. Si peanut, ang kamag-anak niya, legumes, mga beans, mga bagyo beans, mga gano'n, yun ang kamag-anak niya. Pero, that does not mean na porque allergic ka sa peanut, mag-allergy ka rin sa mga sitaw. Hindi yun yan. Pwede, pero hindi yun na-common. So, bataw, patani, hindi sali. So, shellfish and fish. Ang shellfish, lahat ng shellfish. So, shrimp, crabs, may mga shell, clams, oysters, lobsters, scallops, mga gano'n. Lahat yun, shellfish. So, that's fish. So, lahat ng fish. So, ito po yung pinaka-common. Hindi mo ibig sabihin na pag-allergic kayo sa food, ito agad yung magiging allergic kayo. Pero pag tinignan natin maraming tao sa buong mundo, ito yung mga pinaka-common na lumalabas. So, like Dr. Atayan said, ang mas common pa rin ng mga tao na nag-allergy sa pagkain, bata. Mas common sa bata ang food allergy. Mas rare sa adults. Mas rare sa adults kasi maraming bata habang lumalaki sila, na-outgrow nila yung food allergy nila. Diba, napapansin niyo yun, diba, dati allergic ako sa milk. Pero nung lumaki ako, nakakainom na ako ng milk or nakakainom na ako ng ice cream or gano'n. So, na-outgrow ng maraming tao. Usually, ang hindi na-outgrow ay shellfish, kaya mas common siya sa adults. So, shellfish, fish, at saka nuts and tree nuts. Peanuts and tree nuts. Usually, maraming tao, kahit lumaki na sila, tumanda na sila, allergic pa rin sila doon. Pero maraming tao talagang nag-outgrow. Hindi common na kung hindi ka allergic sa pagkain dati, as an adult, bigla ka na lang nagiging allergic sa pagkain. Hindi yun common. Sobrang rare nun. So yung urticaria, yung tagulabay na sinasabi ni Dr. Tayan, ni Dr. Kay kanina, di ba tayo pinantal ka? Anong unang tinatanong sa inyo pag pinantal ka? Anong kinain mo, di ba? Gusto mo sabihin, ang tanda-tanda ko na, doktora, ano pa rin ang kinain ko? So unless bago yung kinain nyo, medyo unusual. Kasi kung ano-ano na yung pagbibintangan nila, kumain lang ako ng tinapay, namantala ko. Tinapay ang may kasalanan. Baka naman hindi. Baka maraming ibang bagay, gaya ng sabi ni Dr. Kay, maraming ibang bagay that can cause pantal-pantal or tagulabay. Hindi parati food. Pero kung ang kwento nyo, Doc, every time I eat shrimp, namamantala ko, kwento pa lang, alam mo na yung sagot, di ba? Allergic kayo sa shrimp, malamang. Ang pinaka-importante kasi kwento. Ano yung kwento nyo? Paulit-ulit, pabalik-balik, all the time. Ayun. So sabi dito, nung ginawa sila ng survey sa states, ang pinaka-common na allergy pa rin, shellfish, kasi hindi na common yung mga milk kasi na-outgrow nga ng mga bata, di ba? And like we said, pwede rin naman mag-allergy as an adult. Kunyari, never pa kayo naging allergic sa pagkain. Tapos, all of a sudden, napapansin nyo, every time you eat shrimp, parang nagkaka-reaction na kayo. Pwede yon. Very rare, pero pwede. So, that would be a good question to ask your allergy doctor. Punta kayo para makwento nyo sa kanya yung symptoms ninyo at makagawa ng tests appropriate for you. Okay? So, ito po, worldwide, ito ang mga pinaka-common. Ang Pilipinas, unfortunately, wala tayong masyadong data. Pero pansin nyo na lang yung Asia. Meron dito sa Asia. So, sa Asia, hindi masyadong common ang peanut allergies. Kung meron kayong mga kamag-anak sa States or sa Canada or sa Europe, mapapansin nyo parating sinasabi, di ba, allergic yung anak ka sa peanuts. Pero sa Pilipinas and any other Asian countries, hindi siya common. Ang common sa atin, ito, shellfish. Ito mas common sa atin yan. Shellfish, tsaka fish, common yan sa atin. So like we said, history is very important. The kwento is always important. Di ba pag nagpunta kayo sa allergy doctor niya, kwento-kwento namin. Dami-dami namin tanong, kulit-kulit namin, ano nangyari, kailan nangyari, gano'ng kabilis, paulit-ulit, bla bla bla. Ang dami-daming kwento. Ang pinaka-common kwento ng food allergy, it's consistent. Every time you eat it. Hindi medyo-medyo, hindi minsan-minsan, hindi dahil naparami. Dok, okay ako sa isang hipon, pero hindi ako pwede sa 3 hipon. Baka hindi allergy yon. Or hindi dahil inaraw-araw. Dok, hindi ako allergic sa Monday, pero nag-chicken. So nung Friday, allergic na ako. Hindi yun totoo. Allergic kayo sa chicken, day 1 pa lang, dapat allergic na kayo. Hindi rin totoo yung parte. Doktora, allergic po ako sa balat ng chicken, pero hindi sa laman ng chicken. Hindi yun totoo. Kung allergic kayo sa chicken, allergic kayo sa buong chicken. Hindi rin sa luto. Dok, allergic ako sa fried chicken, pero hindi ako allergic sa tinola. Wala, hindi yun. At hindi rin siya sa brand. Dok, pag kumain ako sa fast food A, allergic ako. Pero pag kumain ako sa fast food B, hindi ako allergic. Hindi rin yung totoo. Baka may ibang problema, baka may ibang rason. So the key is consistency. Pareho all the time. Every time you eat the food, you get a reaction. At usually, mabilis. Hindi the next day. Dok, nag-breakfast ako ng eggs. Nangate ako nung, the next day. Hindi na, baka hindi na eggs, baka something else, right? So dapat immediate. Usually, mga 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 2 hours, pwede, pero masyado nang matagal, pero pwede pa din. Pero kunyari, nangati-ngati kayo or hindi kayo makahinga ng lunchtime, medyo mahirap sisihin si breakfast. Okay, dapat usually around that time. Sila. Right? And then, so in summary, we know that food allergy is very common, it's very major, it's more common in children and adults. We need to educate ourselves, the caregiver, if you're the caregiver of a child, you need to educate yourselves, like we said, read labels, know the information, talk to your doctors, etc. Tapos, yung management po nito, nagtutulong-tulong naman yung mga doktor nyo allergy doctor nyo, kung bata siya, pediatrician, may nutrition doctor, kasama rin sa school, ang school nurse, at ang mga tao, mga teachers, kasama po sila. So together, actually nga, dapat pati yung mga tao sa restaurants, mga ganyan, kasama natin yon. So together, if we will make the eating activities of people who have food allergies as safe as possible and not as toxic and at least enjoyable for them. So yan na po yata ang aking slide. Yan. So ang susunod po natin pag-uusapan, di ba sabi ko kanina, minsan kailangan ng test for other things, allergic rhinitis, asthma. Dr. Bambi po will talk to us about that as well. Bambi.
Thanks, Michelle. Thanks. So, thanks, Michelle, for that talk on food allergies. No? Ang dami nyo siguro nadampot, di ba, sa food allergies. Tama-tama yan pag kumain kayo mamaya. Alam nyo na kung anong dapat ninyong kainin at anong hindi dapat kainin. Alright? You know, kwento lang about that food allergies. Meron akong pasyente, foreigner yung kanyang asawa. Hindi nga masyadong prominent dito ang peanut allergy, no? Pero yung asawa niya, kiniklaim na meron siyang peanut allergy. Eh, yung mother-in-law niya ayaw maniwala. So, on their wedding reception here at Shangri-La, I think Chinese food, so nalagyan ng peanut oil. So, awa ng Diyos, nasa ospital sila nung honeymoon night nila. Kasi na-offer dun sa new groom, nakakain siya ng food na merong peanut oil na. And then, allergy to the point of anaphylaxis. So, ang sinasabi po natin dito, hindi ho joke ang food allergy. Hindi ho joke na dapat, ano yan, sanayin ko lang, ganyan. Hindi ho. Kasi nga, katulad doon ang sabi ni Dr. Michelle, mas lalo tumatagal pa nga ang pag-outgrow dun sa food allergen na yun, no? So let us be serious about our allergies. Let us try to find out what we are sensitive to and try to avoid what we are sensitive to. At syempre po, magkonsulta po sa inyong allergies para hindi ho yung kapitbahay lang po ang pinakikinggan ninyo. Okay? So, now we're going to talk about some other allergy. So, kanina yung mga sa balat-balat, no? Nagkaroon ng urticaria, atopic dermatitis, na food allergy, no? So, sinabi ko kanina ni Dr. Tayag, yung allergic march, kung minsan, nawawala yung mga problems sa skin, nag-e-evolve to something else, no? Yung mga nasal at saka yung mga sa baga. So, now we're going to talk about the nose. Next slide, please. I'm sorry, hindi ako techie masyado, so I just need this. Okay. Allergic rhinitis. Maaari naman siguro alam niyo na yung term na allergic rhinitis, di po ba?
Yes.
Okay. So pag narinig niyo yung itis, sa itis pa lang, alam niyo na kagad, merong inflammation. Inflammation. Lahat ng itis, ibig sabihin yan, may inflammation. Yung prefix before the itis just shows the location or the part of the body that has the inflammation in the first place. So, for example, tonsillitis. Diba? Itis, may inflammation. Ano ang may inflammation? Yung tonsils. So, minsan na may nakukuha kaming pasyente. Ano ang problema niya? Dok, meron mo akong tonsil, masakit ko. Lahat po tayo may tonsils. Pero yung condition po ay tawag tonsillitis. Inflammation of the tonsil. But that is apart from our allergies. Example lang yun. Parang appendicitis, di ba? Inflammation of the appendix. So in this case, alam nyo na kagad, pag sinabing rhinitis, itis, inflammation. Rhino, rhino? Nose. Diba? Yung mga nagpapa-rhinoplasty, yung mga nagpapaayos ng ilong, rhino, kaya rhinitis. Kala ko sa mic, sa brakes pala. Anyway, and bakit allergic? Kasi ang triggers niya are usually the allergen triggers. Now, ano ang nararamdaman ng pasyenteng may allergic rhinitis? Ayan, tandaan niyo na lang, crease. Madali ang crease, di ba? So, congestion, baradong ilong. Rhinorrhea, ganda ng tunog, no? Sipon lang yun, tumutulo. Yung matubig na sipon. Alam niyo yun, nakakaranas na siguro kayo ng gano'n, no? Tumutulo lang. Wala naman kayo ginagawa, hindi naman kayo sumisingap, pero tumutulo lang. And it's clear. So that is rhinorrhea. Itchiness. Anong makate? Parang lahat. Ilong, mata, tenga, mala-mala, lalamunan. No? So yung mga yun ang mga rinereklamo ng mga pasyenteng may allergic rhinitis. And sneezing or pagbabahin. Minsan papasok pa lang sa clinic, binabahin na, nagkakamot na. O medyo alam na namin. Pero importante talaga na magkaroon kami ng magandang history. Okay, sabi ni Dr. Michelle ilang beses, yung history. Okay, pwede rin her story. Kasi talagang kailangan namin kunin yung story ng bawat pasyente na pumasok sa clinic. Maliban po kung talagang, well, pumasok, nabahin ng bahin, nakakati na, namumulay yung ilong, namumulay yung mata. More or less, alam mo na, but you still have to hear the story. And that is parang kuweba dito sa mukha. Pag tinignan huli natin yung kuweba, yung mukha natin, parang solid, no? Kasi natatakpan ng skin. But when you take off the skin and you see inside the skull, there will be holes. Holes here and holes here. So, if your nose actually has secretions and hindi lumalabas anteriorly or even post-nasally, as post-nasal drip, posibleng mag-accumulate yan dito. Pupunta sa side, sa sinuses. At ang feeling ng pasyente, alanganing headache, na alanganing mabigat. Ilang feeling nila, no? So, during that time, tapos pag pre-mess namin, meron tenderness, pwede namin masabi na baka meron kayong sinusitis because of your allergic rhinitis, as a consequence of your allergic rhinitis. So, we have to also examine further mag-ganon. Okay, once ma-testing, so kung meron mang lumabas dun sa allergy testing ko, pwede ho natin mabigyan kayo ng advice kung anong i-avoid ninyo. Whether we do the testing by skin or by blood, we can give you advice. No? The blood testing is actually reserved for those na hindi namin magawa ng skin testing for some reason or the other. One, kung yung pasyente, ang problema nga sa balat, no? So wala nang malagyan kami sa balat. Pero kung allergic rhinitis yung pasyente ninyo, tapos clear naman yung balat niya, posibleng magawa yung allergy skin testing sa kanya. Maliban lang kung meron din siyang atopic dermatitis at the same time or urticaria na hindi niyo malagay sa balat. So, yun, pwedeng combination with an intranasal corticosteroid. Ano ba yung intranasal corticosteroid? Corticosteroids po siya locally placed in the nose. No? Kaya sa nose, dahil sa nose naman ang problema eh. Diba? So, sa nose o diretso. So, kung ganun po, yung diretso sa ilong, intranasal, maganda po yun kasi doon po mismo sa end organ dinadala yung gamot. Hindi ka pares kunyari oral, iikot pa buong katawan, pati paa, pati kung saan makakakuha ng level ng antihistamine. Yung intranasal corticosteroid diretso dito sa ilong. Nakakatulong din, hindi exactly gamot na makakaalis ng allergic rhinitis, but nakakatulong din yung mga saline wash. No? Yung panglinis, or yung mga merong pangbara ng ilong, pangbaradong ilong, yun. Meron din mga medications na dagdag tulong, leukotriene antagonist or yung mga Montelukast, inaano din yan, binibigay din yan in special cases, pero hindi naman po sa palagi. Okay? Now, ano tong immunotherapy? Immunotherapy is the nearest thing to cure of an allergy. No one can actually tell you na allergies can be cured. Kahit sino hong magaling na doktor na puntahan ninyo, specialista ka hindi, or what, wala ho dapat magsabi na, I can cure you of your allergies. That's not possible. But what we can do for all of you, if you consult with an allergist, is to control your symptoms. Yung mga simptomas na nararamdaman nyo na pangangati, or yung namumula yung mata, or bahin ng bahin, or sipon ng sipon. Yan po, kaya po natin yan supuin in the form of control with medication, with avoidance, and possibly with immunotherapy. Hindi ho lahat ng tao ay mabibigyan namin ng immunotherapy. Immunotherapy is something we reserve for those na talagang hindi kinakayanan ng gamot. Pero ang gaganda naman mga gamot na yun. So, usually ho, talagang reserve for those who really need more control of their medication. Ano ba yung immunotherapy? Once you're tested, and kunyari you're tested positive for house dust mite, then yung house dust mite na yon, yung concoction na yun gagawin namin para sa inyo, and yun ang i-inject sa inyo. And you will start with weekly injections and then move on to monthly injections. But this is good for 3 to 5 years. Okay? It's the nearest thing to cure, but kailangan din po natin ng inyong patience, no, and determination to actually try to make it work.
Different? Hindi, the same chicken.
Probably not. Probably it's the same chicken. So, when you're allergic to something, you're actually allergic to the food itself. Like, di ba, if you think about it, all food, they have parang like a DNA structure. So that structure, that's the one that your body recognizes. So when I eat something and I'm allergic to something, it will recognize the structure of that food. So chicken is chicken, regardless of where it is. So chicken in the States, chicken here in the Philippines, chicken in Medical City, chicken in Marikina, wherever, parang ganyan. So if you're allergic to chicken, technically, you should react regardless of what. If it's inconsistent, I guess that's the question. So if you come see us, we will get a better timeline, for example, so how often, how quickly do you react. If the story is inconsistent, like sometimes I get it, when I'm abroad I don't get it, but when I'm in the Philippines I get it, then maybe the pantal-pantal, the hives, the urticaria, might not be chicken related at all. As Dr. Kay said, there are so many things that can cause pantal-pantal. So I guess the first thing we're going to do after we get a better story is to do some testing. If it appears to be that, baka nga, maybe chicken. We're not saying people cannot be allergic to chicken. Of course you can. Anyone can be allergic to anything. But if the story is kind of inconsistent, baka hindi. baka biniblame nyo lang si Medical City Chicken, hindi naman pala.
No, it's not Tutura, right?
Isusumbong natin kay Doc Eugene kung bakit ang Medical City Chicken nagkaganito na.
Hindi lang
sabihin natin.
It's not only here in Medical City.
Other
Wherever,
sa Philippines.
Wherever I will eat, even in the province,
Yeah.
when you will see, it's not really related to chicken that I eat, but I observe that after I will eat chicken, after 15-30 minutes, it will really develop.
Yeah. So if that is the case, part of the testing that's going to be done is a test to check for chicken. So kasama po dun sa skin test, kasama si chicken. And then, we should also test to other diseases that can cause recurrent hives as well. But so that's a great idea kasi there is test for chicken eh. It's not like we have to make kulang na lang forever. So we can actually test. Thanks.
Dr. Casada po. Dr. I'm also ng radiology. Napadaan lang ako ng interesado ng focus sa type. Kasi po ako, through my experience po, kapag minsan po, like, nagpo-post-nasal din ako, inom ako ng antihistamine right away. Kung mawawala siya, biglang babalik naman siya, kunwari, after 2 days. So, nalilito po ako, allergic rhinitis pa rin po ba yun? Like, or itutuloy ko pa rin ba yung antihistamine ko like 7 days? Kasi like, ngayon, mawawala. Tapos after 2 days, post-nasal break na naman. So, hindi ko po alam kung part na po yun ng allergic rhinitis.
So, ang kailangan sa'yo, talagang magandang history today, no? So, like, syempre, if you consult with any one of us, we'll actually ask you, ano pang ibang nararamdaman mo? And gaano kadalas yung mga simptomas na sinasabi mo? Kasi sinasabi mo ngayon, may post-nasal drip ako ngayon, tapos after 2 days, meron ka ulit. So, in 1 week's time, how often is it? In 1 month's time, how often is it? What else comes with the post-nasal drip? Meron ka bang sipon? Most likely, may sipon ka kasi may post-nasal drip ka. Saan nanggaling yung post-nasal drip mo, di ba? Ano pa nararamdaman mo? May headache ka ba? Meron ka bang pangangate? Ganon. So, that's what we mean when taking a very good history. Pag kulang-kulang yung history, mahirap magsabi na, definitely allergic rhinitis yan. But when you sit down with us and we ask you all the details, and talagang pasensya na po, talagang mangungulit kami sa inyo, ano yung history ninyo, kailan pa nag-umpisa, nung bata ka ba meron ba sa family? All these things are part of your history. Her story nga, lagi sa'yo, no? Pero yun ang importante. Once we get your history and we do your PE, then we recommend the allergy testing. So hindi naman lahat ng taong pumupunta sa akin na-allergy testing.
Thank you po.
Alright. The lady in blue.
Hello, good morning, doctors. Tapos minsan, pag kumain ako ng sushi sa ibang bansa, kahit na in Japan, fresh na yung sushi doon. After a few hours, namumula yung skin ko, meron akong pantal-pantal. Pag naman dito, ako kumain ng sushi, minsan hindi, minsan yes. So hindi ko rin malaman. And then, feeling ko din, may allergy ako sa dust mite. Diba? Halos lahat naman ng tao may ganun. So, is the allergy test really can identify kung saan talaga ako personally may allergy?
So, what you want is the allergy test to identify the specific allergen.
Yes.
And your allergist can do that for you. What we cannot do is if you are going to ask about food that have preservatives, that we cannot. So, if you're thinking of, let's say, your sushi, the tuna, the salmon, then yes, your allergist can test that for you. Or cucumber, else do they put in the sushi? Those are individual allergy tests, your specific allergens that your allergist can test for you. However, when we are not able to do a skin test which is more sensitive than the blood test, that's why you always have to go to an allergist to decide what test will be better. Then we resort to a blood test, and we can also do specific allergen tests for you.
Thank you for that. And then, my next step now is to go directly to the allergist. No more for 8 p.m. No more moment for me to do that?
We work closely with so many other specialties, and it depends on your symptoms or your doctors whether the doctor refers to us or you go to us directly. We work closely with ENTs, pulmonologists, dermatologists. So we are all friends. We are one community that works together for your health.
Yeah, but only the allergists will be able to do the testing.
Thank you.
Because aside from food, we also do testing for aeroallergens. So we have different panels for food, we have a different panel for aeroallergen, and that includes dust mite, dog's hair, cat's hair, cockroach, and all the different local pollens. That's for diagnosis of allergic rhinitis and asthma.
So, what specific doctor will I visit? Allergies.
You just chose multiple choice.
Ma'am, just to add lang po, kasi I think it's important to emphasize that just because people have rashes or just because people have pantal-pantal, that it's always allergic. So, rash, pantal equals allergy. That's not true. Pantal is your symptom. Plenty things can cause pantal. I guess it's like saying, I have a headache. Hindi naman lahat ng tao may headache, may tumor. Like some people have a headache kasi mainit. Some people have a headache kasi mataas blood pressure, may migraine, blah blah blah. Headache is the symptom. Plenty things can cause headache. Rashes, bantal-bantal, kate-kate, is the symptom. Plenty things can cause rashes. So the allergy part and the allergy test is one thing, but if the story is para, like kayo po, sometimes I eat sushi, I'm okay, but sometimes I eat sushi, I'm not. Alam mo yun, parang pag hilaw, baka hindi sushi. Hilaw. Baka hindi sushi. So, kung ganon, as Dr. A had lectured earlier, kita niyo yung lahat ng reasons kung bakit pwedeng may pantal-pantal. Dami, di ba? Like other diseases, pwedeng infection, ang daming pwede. So, maybe that would be the first thing that you will talk about with your allergy doctor. And then, the testing comes later, depending on what the doctors think is necessary. So, yun lang. Kasi sa atin, di ba, sa Pilipinas, basta may rash, ang tawag allergy. Kaya pag nakita may pantal-pantal, uy, allergy ka pala. Oh, may allergy ka pala. Hindi parati. So maybe that's something to think about.
So, Dr. Ibig sabihin, saying that, pwede yung mga pantal-pantal kati-kati can simply means insect bites. Pwede rin.
Unless nakita mo kinagatan pa.
Pantal, may lagnat, pwedeng infection. Pantal, mataas ang blood sugar, pwedeng diabetes. Pantal sa mukha, masakit ang joints, pwedeng lupus. Kung hindi mo lahat ay allergy.
Thank you very much.
May I also add, hindi ho lahat ng problem sa balat, like pantal o itchiness, dapat ho dalhin sa dermatologist. So, tulong-tulong po lahat yan. But when you have an allergic family history siguro, and you have a problem with the skin, you want to go to a derma. You have a problem with rhinitis, you want to go to an ENT. You have a problem with asthma, you want to go to a pulmonary. We can actually help you across all those problems, if you have all those problems. So, you can start out with us, and if we need to refer you to other specialties, we will not stop na, hindi pwede. Hindi kami po ganun. No? Here at Medical City, we are a community. We have a lot of specialists. So if you end up with us, any of us, and you see that we have some other problem, then definitely you will get referred. Alright?
Anyone can answer from this question that I'm going to open to you. I have a sister, she's also a nurse. She's in the United States, but she had this allergy to vitamin C since she was pediatric age, like she's still a toddler. Now, up to this time, she is preventing herself to eat with those fruits, juice with very rich in vitamin C, because she will really develop some allergy. Sometimes she will develop SOP, shortness of breath. Do you think, Doctora, she needs really all this allergic testing to check if she can still continue to drink or to eat with those food with vitamin C, or to stop? Kasi kawawa naman siya.
Technically, no, the vitamin itself, we cannot be allergic to vitamins. Diba? Kasi kunyari, the vitamin itself, not the tablet, like the vitamin, kasi that's part of our body, so we cannot be allergic to that. You are correct, ma'am. Is it possible that she might be allergic to some ingredient? Very rare, super mega rare, to be allergic to like the ingredients of the tablet, or the ingredients of the syrup, or the ingredients of the capsule, but it's possible. So if your sister po has a history of like every time she takes her vitamin C tablet, she gets reactions, it might.
Calamansi juice.
If it's calamansi juice, then that would mean that she's not allergic to the vitamin C, she's allergic to the calamansi. So if there's testing for calamansi, that is what she should get tested for. Not vitamin C. There's no test for vitamin C because we cannot be allergic to
No,
vitamin
Doctora,
C.
because she will eat, or she even drink vitamin C tablet, she will get an allergy.
Yeah, that's what we're saying po. So if she talks to her doctor, a better history,
No, I will tell her to comment to take
of that ka na. That's even
That is a
better.
very good idea.
Come here po.
Because we have the best doctor in town.
Yes.
And with that, may I ask other
Si Ma'am po yung
questions?
purple, the lead.
Good morning po, Doktora. Kasi po, ako, nung medyo bata, yun na kasi po ako ngayon eh. Pero nung bata-bata pa po ako, ang dami ko pong antibiotics na naiinom. Kaya hindi po ako nag-allergy. Kahit na anong gamot at saka food. Pero ngayon po, kung nung naging senior na ako, halos ang dami na po mga allergies ko na ano ko sa gamot. Ultimo nga po yung para sa mga triglycerides, na-allergy ko talaga nagkakaroon po ako ng rashes. Nai-ER po ako. Kaya gusto ko po, ano po one test ang pwede ko ipagawa para malaman ko po yung mga gamot at saka food na hindi po sa kung kailan paano po ang manin ko. Ang hirap po kasi kahit hirapan po. Ultimo mga doktor na hirapan din po sila sa akin paano kung gagamutin. Yun po.
Number one, nobody is born with the allergy. You develop the allergy. You can develop the allergy at 1 month, 1 week old, 1 month old, or 25 years old. Katulad po nyo. So you develop the allergy and you don't know it. But if you're really allergic to a particular medicine and there is no alternative, then your allergist will determine you're really allergic and test before it. If there is an alternative drug, that is your thing to do. We just tell you to take the alternative. But there is no single test that will tell you you are allergic to all these medicines. We have to test the drug individually. So your best recourse to do an alternative, ibang gamot, kung pwede, kesa mag-test individually. Ito lang po.
Yan, kasi kung gamot, right after drinking the medicine, magpapantay kayo agad. Pero kung sinasabi nyo na kahit anong kainin nyo, kahit anong inumin nyo, nagpapantal kayo, yan yung tinatawag na chronic urticaria. Kailangan na kayong ma-test, maaaring hindi allergy test, pero other blood test para ma-work out. Baka may ibang pinanggagalingan yung pantal nyo. Not just allergy, but an internal problem na kailangan ma-diagnose po. So mas maganda mag-consulta.
Allergies po, allergy.
Yes.
Kasi nung na-ER po kasi ako dito, pinapa-test nga po nila ako. Kasi parang mahirapan din sila. Yan na yung mga gamot na ibibigay nila sa akin. Kasi parang pag yung, binigay ko ngayon, after habang iniinom ko yung gamot, parang hindi na kasi agad na papagal eh. Pero halimbawa, binabi na, 1 week, tapos lagay nilang gano'n ang paiinom, di ba marami ng marami.
Yes, I believe on that delayed reaction, Doctora, to the oral medication. Because my mother is very sensitive
My mother is very sensitive to penicillin, and then she was given an antibiotic that the doctor doesn't know that there is a penicillin on it, but the allergic reaction occurred to my mother 5 days after that she was intubated because of that.
Well, yeah, it's true. Sometimes we have delayed reaction. But yung sa kaso niyo po na maraming nangyayari, na iba-iba nangyayari sa inyo, baka hindi mo talaga dun sa mismong gamot ang problema ninyo. Meron mo kasi talagang tinatawag na chronic urticaria na sinabi ni Dr. tayo, na nangyayari lang mo talaga spontaneously. Not to be induced by any medication or food or anything, or after of course trying to find out if there's any cause. Kasi meron yung tinatawag na, dati tinatawag na chronic idiopathic urticaria. Pero ang mas tawag ngayon ay chronic spontaneous urticaria. And just as spontaneously as it came, maybe in a year's time it will spontaneously go away. So, you still would benefit from talking to a real consultation for allergies.
Doc, ano lang po, just to summarize siguro yung naging question, yung past two regarding yung sa allergy sa gamot, especially po in emergency cases, no na ER or sabihin natin something is happening, ang magdadala po sa kanila, anak nila or something. Ano po ba yung best way para ma-communicate o dapat ba lagi silang may bao na parang listahan of things na allergic sila?
Definitely, yung history ni mama at ni papa, baka ay magulang nila sa amin at wala naman silang masabing matino. Walang mahirap. No? So kung iisa-isahin nila rin, kung kaya ng parent na mag-relay kung ano yung naging history niya, tsatsagain talaga namin yan. No? Pero kung unable to speak or nahihirapan magsalita yung magulang dun sa mismong nagko-consult at that time, sana mas madali kung meron na kayong listahan na nangyari na dun sa mga gamot ninyo nangyari. No? Kung kailan nakuha, ano nangyari, gaano kadalas nangyayari. No? Kasi yan sa amin kung laging paulit-ulit the same medication, bakit nyo tinitake yung same medication na yun? Dapat iniwasan nyo na. Diba? Logical lang po yun. Kung meron po, kahit po sa pagkain, napansin ko, nagtuwing kakain ako ng shrimp, nangangati ako. So, ba't ka kumakain lagi?
Masarap.
Inalis ko na ho yung shrimp, nangangati pa rin ako. Most likely, hindi dahil sa shrimp. So, that's how this history works. Huwag niyong iismolin yung mga chika ng mga Maaring pag nandun kami sa consultation nakikipagchikahan kami. But actually, we're already observing you, we're already checking you out physically, and then we're listening to your history. So that is part of your chart, and that will actually help us diagnose you and lead to the diagnostic test.
Kaya importante rin na meron yung pinakita ni Doktora kung na meron tayong bracelet, or ID na nakalagay na I am allergic to penicillin, I am allergic to dairy, especially in emergency cases. Unconscious na tayo at mas makikita agad our doctor.
Alright, I think it's been a very fruitful morning. I know that there are still some questions in your mind, but in the interest of time, we don't have any more time for these questions. For those who are on Facebook, thank you for joining us. And I know there are also questions there. We will try to go back to the Facebook page and try to answer all your questions. So, sa lahat po sa inyo, maraming po salamat at sinalihan niyo kami. So, Happy National Allergy Day. I-accept po natin ang ating kamay parang IGE. Yay! Alright, thank you so much.